Welcome, guys, once again. Warrior Podcast, Episode 4. Extra special guest, Ellie Pop. Can't wait to get this going. Let's give her a shout out real quick. Ellie_Pop. And if you guys haven't already followed, make sure to follow Ellie Pop. Let me make sure I got that right. I believe that is Correctamundo. Beautiful. Well, let's just see. Ellie's up in the Discord. Well, hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good. You?
Nice. Very good. Very good. I'm excited. Glad that you could make it.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear Game of Thrones in the background.
Oh, it is Game of Thrones night. Uh-oh.
It is Game of Thrones night.
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do? You gonna watch and talk, or what are you gonna do?
Nah. Someone else is watching it in the other room.
Okay. Very nice. Well, thank you once again for...
tomorrow.
Oh, you watch tomorrow? Okay, nice. Hopefully you don't have to work. But once again, I appreciate you coming on and making the time. We'll try to keep it relatively short, you know. Wanna honor your time, but whatever you gotta do, you just let me know. Alright. Ellie?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So, what's up from Florida? Who's the sweet voice you're talking to? This is the legendary Ellie Pop, aka, I don't even want to say it.
Ellie Poop?
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
It's Sipak's favorite thing to make fun of, so, but it's cute. So, Scalawag shouting out from Florida. I think, kind of in the future, I'm going to have Scalawag be kind of like the MC. Like, I don't know if you watch, or you listen to any Joe Rogan's podcasts. Yeah. Where he's got kind of like a little MC guy and can do research and stuff for us, you know what I mean?
Or like that guy on Ellen.
Probably so. I don't mess with Ellen a lot, but I do like the show. Very much.
He's got a cool guy in the background who I prefer over Ellen.
Okay. No way. That's awesome. Yo, what up, Grump? Toke Jim Jam's about to eat. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for dropping by. It's becoming a routine for me. Let's go. So, yeah. I was going to shout out your Insta, if you don't mind. And I kind of wanted to look at some things on there. If that's cool with you.
I'm not against it.
Okay. Love it. Oh, that's funny. I was just gonna type it in, and the first thing that came up was Ellen. Amazing. So yeah, you mess with the digital quite a bit, huh?
Yeah. I've been doing art for like a year since January
Yes,
last year.
Scala's the brains.
Oh man,
Okay.
like a year and a half now.
Wow.
And I think I started digital in September.
Okay.
And now I like it because I used to have to throw out entire pieces because of a small mistake. But that's more of an OCD thing.
No, you never throw them
Now
out.
digital,
though.
I could just press back. Oh, I couldn't keep them. They gave me anxiety.
I understand, actually.
It was a mess.
I always remember one of my professors who wore the lab coat, who really is the inspiration for the lab coat, if we're being honest. He talked about, one time he had a piece that he spent so much time on, and he just got ripped apart in a critique, and he just, he went home and just kind of started slamming on a bottle and, put his foot through it, and he always regretted it, and I get there constantly, minus the bottle, mostly. But, yeah, I mean, no piece is perfect, and I don't think you should get so frustrated. It's a canvas, or whatever you're working on, you can just cover it up. You know what I mean? Usually.
A lot of the time I worked at Graphite, so
I understand. Yes.
covering it up's a little hard.
Ah, that is one thing. See, that's what I love about oil paint, and why oil paint will always definitely be my biggest love, because you can just, just let it dry, go back over.
The only paint I've ever really been into is watercolor. I just ordered a new set off Amazon, and it should be here on Tuesday.
Dang, nice. What set?
I don't know, they were an Asian set. I was gonna get some Winsor Newton, but they didn't have Prime on the set I wanted.
Oh.
I think it's Mei Liang, the set I got.
Let me try to check this out. How do you spell it?
I can probably get the Amazon link.
Oh yeah, sweet. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I love watercolor. And the ones I mess with are like... Is it like Daniel Smith or something like this? Those are like really expensive. Like a tube half the size, not even half the size of like an oil paint will be the same cost for the watercolor. But the watercolor really goes a long way. And you can end up using like 100% of it. Ultimately.
Oh, for a second I was looking at the Amazon and I was like, wait, here's the order I placed like 2 days ago. Somebody has ordered like 4 things on my account since that I was unaware of.
Somebody, huh?
Somebody.
Every artist should take a picture of their paintings to see the evolution of their work or something. I believe so, Thunder. That's a good idea. I do that. I constantly.
I've been using Instagram for.
Exactly. Shelly, you're killing the Instagram game, but you don't have a lot of posts.
Yeah, so I have a thing where everything has to be in groups of 3s. So when I post one, I delete a different one.
Okay. I gotcha.
I'm gonna try and have at least 3 pieces and then spam them all at once.
Good deal.
So I don't have to delete anything.
The 3s, I'll have to remember that. You should put 3 L's in your name. I shouldn't have said that. Now you'll never forget.
No, it's fine. I've got 3 sets of 2 letters. Double E, double L, double P.
Oh, perfect. Well, you're good.
I thought this through.
I would think so. I would think so. Interesting,
also,
Grumpy.
Because
that's good. I think it's good
people kept making fun of the name Pop Pop, and then when I switched it to Ellie Pop, they made fun of it more.
It's a great name. They're just jealous. We know this.
There are still a few people that call me Pop Pop. One in particular who never called me Pop Pop. The first time he read my name, he messed up. So he was like, Po, 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 Po.
Where do you even get that from? That doesn't make sense.
And so I kept that. Well, he was thinking of Popo from Dragon Ball, I think.
Oh, okay.
So he started reading as Popo, and then he was like, oh, wait, that says Pop. And so he just kept going with the pose like it was deliberate. And so now it's just Popo, Po, 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 Po.
Whatever works. I guess they say a rose by any other name, huh?
That girl with the pink hair was a birthday present for my friend Will.
Beautiful. It's a hidden photo in the Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was just gonna post all of them at once. I was too lazy to do multiple posts, so...
I understand. Yeah, these are absolutely gorgeous. And the digital work is kind of something that I have been messing with a little bit, but I haven't ever really done like a piece, like nice color piece. I was doing that a lot, like for the stencils and things like this. But
I really like your stencils.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I would probably mess those up so many times. Don't let me have a knife. Just don't let me have a knife.
Oh, yes, you need an adult around. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of practice, of course. I've been probably doing the stencils almost as long as I've ever been into art, and maybe even a little bit before. Inspired a lot by, like, Banksy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I
dope,
think
Scallowag. Please do.
I've
Hell
done
yeah.
5 of those
Please do.
posts on a free program, 2
Okay.
on a cheap program, and then the most recent one was on CSP.
The rose?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the
the
roses?
3 roses together. We're on CSP.
What is that?
Clip Studio Paint.
Ah, yes, I've been told about that.
Also known as Manga Studio, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. I think my favorite one is this, is that an iris?
It's actually a type of tulip.
Oh.
I thought it was the coolest looking tulip, like,
Oh my
ever.
god, it's so gorgeous.
I want one, but I don't think they grow here.
Mm.
I just want a field of them.
Oh, yeah. I wonder where they are. Fields of tulips.
I wanted to try a flower that didn't exactly look like a flower like all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
The other, like, don't just want to see a hibiscus or a flower that everyone knows.
Sure,
But I took a flower that technically everyone knows. Everyone knows what a tulip looks like.
sure.
Found a reference that didn't exactly look like a tulip.
I love it. The way you rendered it's so gorgeous. The colors are so gorgeous. And I think my favorite part is the background. Like, that really brings it all together for me. You do have some
I'm pretty
nice
sure I just
backgrounds.
used airbrush for the background.
Like airbrush tool?
Yeah, just airbrushed the entire thing.
Freaking sweet.
The cheapest tool.
love
My
it.
favorite part are the shadows, because I suck at shadows.
It's tough. Well, that's the thing I think that every artist deals with, especially, you know, I mean, could be traditional, digital, whatever, but just rendering things, you know, the shadows, you don't just want to do like black or like brown or like, you know, you want to keep the same color, basically, the local color of whatever the object is, and then, you know, just push it a little darker. And so
Well,
there's a
unless
lot
you're
of
going
tricks.
for more cartoony vibe, then you could use black for a shadow.
Yeah, for sure, exactly.
But yeah, realism, you almost never use white and you almost never use black.
Mhm.
It's always, it could be really close to black, but it's almost never actually black.
Very well said. Yes, indeed. So you've never really like messed with like acrylic or
I have messed with
dudes are
acrylic,
from Holland.
but never made anything
Actually bred them
that I didn't
orange.
end up just giving
hollow
the
in the
canvas
road.
to someone else and painting over it. Such a
Ellie.
rocking I'm too impatient to wait for acrylics to dry, so I'd always mess it up. But watercolor dries fast enough that I
Yeah.
only have to be a little bit patient.
Acrylic dries quick though, like compared to
Not
oil.
as quick as watercolor.
That's true. That's true. But they're both water soluble. I wonder. So you have acrylics?
I do have acrylics, and I have used them by, instead of like adding white, I just water them down.
Hmm.
Because I wanted to get the watercolor vibe, but at the time I didn't have any watercolors.
Interesting. Yeah, you kind of
It
can do
works.
that. I can see why that would take a little longer to dry, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I've always favored acrylics, but I don't work with acrylic very much at all, because I prefer, of course, that, you know, wet into wet oil mixing. So.
I've always wanted to try out like spray cans.
Oh yeah.
Seems
Well, that's-
really fun.
Oh yeah.
I think I've used them like once to paint a wall.
Okay.
was
like
it.
just a
one
straight
solid
color on the
color.
wall. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, Scala, you need to paint on a canvas soon, dude.
I need to buy more
Definitely.
canvases.
Yeah.
I'm almost
I mean,
out.
spray paint to me is like just a big airbrush in a can. You know what I mean? I mean, it really
Yeah.
is. Because you can get different tips and different things that, you know, allow you to basically get any, do any technique that you'd like. You know, get any
I've
effect
seen
you
some
want.
people do really cool stuff that I didn't even think was possible with just paint flying out of a can.
I know, right? Oh, God. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of videos of people, like street artists, making stuff and just like passing it out to people, and it takes like 5 minutes for them to make it, and it's something I
It's
couldn't make in
insane,
like 20
right?
hours.
I know.
It's so good.
It's insane. Like the street artists like in Vegas, and they do like.
Yeah, and they just do stuff with like newspaper and plates, and they
Isn't
just
it
like cover parts
amazing?
up. It's so cool.
Yeah. Well, I actually liken that technique to similar to like what Bob Ross does.
Bob Ross,
Yeah.
love that dude.
Yo, what up, the ball, my
Who doesn't
man?
love
What's
Bob
up,
Ross?
baby? I mean, come on. There's so many things. Even if you don't like care about the art, like he's just a chill dude that puts you in a good vibe. Like, you know, you can relate almost on any level, and that's why he's pretty universal. But you know, when he would do his paintings, he would practice, you know, those things like several times before, you know, to make sure that like he had the technique down, he knew where he was going.
He'd be able to do it in like one take.
Yeah, do it in one take, like 30 minutes, like just knock it out, you know. So similar thing with those spray paint guys, you know, they do those things over and over all day, you know, and so we come up in a second and watch them lay it down in 2 seconds, and it's like, damn, that was sick as fuck. Like, how did you do that? But they've been doing it, you know, and that's the only thing it really takes, is just learning those few techniques to render. I mean, ping pong the ball, wrecking the ball.
Maybe a hockey puck.
What?
Well, if you were like any sport, what sport would you be?
Oh wow. Like my personality, or just like what
Yeah,
I'm
like
down
what
for?
what personality would you describe in a sport?
Ooh, I love it. I think I'm ooh, golly. Oh, Ellie, I think I might be golf. As
Oh no.
rough as that sound, no.
Oh no.
I love the question. It's so good. I say that because, you know, and especially relating to the artwork. I mean, you know, in the end, very technical, right?
Yeah.
Kind of slow moving. You know, we're just going at that basic pace, you know. I'm not rushing it. I like to take the time, get the details right. I guess that would be my best answer. But you're hockey, huh?
Oh, I would not be hockey.
Okay.
So if we're thinking about sports, like if you're a high-paced sport, you're like really energetic.
Mm-hmm.
I am incredibly hyper half the time. And then the rest of the time, I'm just not doing anything.
Oh, shoot.
So, what sport is it where it's like super high speed and then nothing happens?
I feel like that might be like baseball.
Maybe baseball. But I don't like baseball, so I don't want to say I'm baseball.
Well, you don't have to like the sport, even though I kind of do enjoy golf a little.
I might just be parkour.
Parkour!
Like, I mean,
Parkour is so
I
sick.
really like it. It's super fun.
It is
Although
super fun.
I'm not-
Do you jump around there? You do a little
Yeah,
parkour?
yeah.
Really? No.
Yeah.
For real.
I've done gymnastics and cheerleading most of my life, so yeah.
Beautiful. That is freaking...
And I love heights.
Really? You love heights.
Yeah, but I'm terrified of, like, being
Hey,
underground.
Pop, how's it going? Good to see you.
Like, I can't do caves. I can barely do basements. I
Okay.
just, being underground scares
Interesting.
the heck out of me.
You want to be free
I feel
and be
suffocated and, like, what if an earthquake happened and the ceiling collapsed on you? If you're on top of the building, you might get hurt from the fall, but nothing's gonna fall on top of you.
out there. Interesting. Wow, I really like that. Huh.
And if I were to get injured, I would rather fall from a tall height than be crushed under heavy objects. Because I
Absolutely.
crush easily.
You crush, huh? Oh, you get
Yeah.
you would say you would be crushed easily.
yeah.
Oh no,
I'm
Ellie.
tiny and breakable.
Oh wait, did Scalawag ask that question?
Scalawag said, do you feel more like
Oh.
a tennis ball or a bowling ball? And now it's getting
Wrecking
philosophical.
ball. Yeet.
So, if you were a sport, what sport would you be? I think I'd be parkour. Because I'm
like
like
it.
bouncing to the walls half the time, like all the time. I just love it.
I really like it.
I might just be gymnastics though, or cheerleading because I work well with teams. And parkour is more of a solo sport.
Definitely it is. I was gonna tell you to check out one of my good buddies who is like ridiculous at parkour. Like he's crazy good. He's one of the members of Fedrez, the hip hop group, which I don't know.
I love hip hop.
Yeah,
I do that too.
Okay. Hey, hell yeah. You rap or what?
No, I dance.
Yeah, you dance. Oh my
Different kind of hip hop.
No, that's right in there. They're hand in hand. They've always been hand in hand, like breakdancing and all that stuff too. But
I'm not the best at breakdancing.
Well,
because I'm more into ballet, but ballet hip hop fusion.
Hell yeah! Oh god, that's dope. Ballet hip hop fusion. That's who's your favorite choreographer or like dancer right now? Hip-hop.
I don't have one.
Oh come on. Who you watching? Whose moves are you like? Damn, that's tight.
I don't get anyone.
No. What about like Tinashe?
Nope.
Oh my god, Ellie. Okay, you gotta watch this video. This is all you. You know Tinashe.
Actually, I sent Seth something, and I think that might be it.
Who's Seth? You
find
mean
the video.
Sitback? Just kidding.
I don't know who Sitback
I
is.
don't
I only
know.
know Seth.
Okay, here. When you have a second, we played
I
this
like
song.
Kyle Hanagami. He's a good choreographer.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
And I've been seeing a lot of Casey Rice and Sean Liu, and that's the stuff I sent to Sean. Seth, not Sean.
Sean. Sean said.
Yeah, Casey Rice and Sean Liu are a good combo.
Okay, nice. I dropped a link, or if you want me to send it to you, like in a DM or whatever, I could do that. But this video is just like all. It's like a loop of one of Tinashe's songs, and it's just like hella dancing. It's so dope. It's like in a little dance school or something.
Most people who are
Hell
like
yeah,
really into
Scalawag,
watching
thank you
the
so much for
choreographed
dropping by.
videos
Best of luck
like,
on your
YouTube and
trip.
Stuff would probably know who Kyle Hanagami is because he has like really viral videos.
Oh, let me
Of-
check this out.
Choreography videos. I found him like a few years ago. I don't know.
Interesting.
Good choreographer. I think he's like really good at teaching large groups of people.
Actually, I think that video I sent you is maybe Kyle Hanagami somehow. Actually, I might be like certain.
It's the same studio.
Yeah, it's the same studio.
Yeah.
Let's watch a little bit.
It is the same company, it's just a different choreography.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This one's Jojo Gomez and Jake Cole.
Which one? The Ariana?
What do you think? The Tinashe one? Yeah.
Oh,
But it is the same studio.
I was like, "God, this looks so familiar." That is so freaking cool. You should like make YouTube videos.
Oh, I'd be so bad at YouTube videos.
Yeah, right. You
I'm
could
pretty
dance,
okay
like-
live, but I hate editing so much.
Welcome back, Wire.
Like, I can edit audio, but I definitely can't edit video.
What's the difference?
I am I went to school for editing audio.
Oh,
not
did
for
you?
Video.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like kind of like mixing and stuff.
Music production.
Wow, no kidding. Did you get a degree?
Yeah.
Wow, Ellie.
I do
That's
more
freaking
classical
awesome.
music though.
No way. That's freaking so cool. All right, I'm
I
gonna
am a
send you.
mixed bag.
I know this about you.
And now I just started getting into art and I'm loving it.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I was like, okay, so technically already a triple threat. Let's make it a quadruple.
Yes. I say never limit. You know, if you're into something, hit it hard and do it. You know, work hard at it and just give it your all. You know,
I don't need to be the best at anything. I just need to be better than someone.
Okay, for sure. I like that a lot. Well, because you can
My
never
usual
be
goal
the
for
best.
learning something is I choose someone
Really?
who's not necessarily the best, but someone that I really enjoy.
Okay.
Try to get to their level, and then I do something else.
So you've been looking at Young Warrior.
Maybe by getting to oil painting.
I wish you would. I wish everyone would. Oil painting is... There's just things you can achieve with oil paint that you can't with anything else. Well, yeah. But that's like the fun. Like, how about parkour? You're like, oh my god. Well, you already love heights.
That was
so.
never scary to me.
Never scary?
Not at all.
Now I'm worried. Yo, peace be the
I'm
journey,
not jumping off the
Scala. Thank you,
skyscrapers or
man.
anything,
Hope you have
or
a great one.
climbing
Travel safe,
skyscrapers.
buddy. Send my
Mostly
best to the
because
fam.
this town has a height restriction on buildings, which is why we don't have any escalators.
You sound like a New York gal to me.
I really like escalators.
Yeah, do you?
There's one escalator in the city. I have traveled to a different city only to ride
No.
escalators. Yeah.
Yes.
They're so fun.
Oh, that's the shit, Ellie. No way.
I find fun in the simplest things,
I love
like
that.
escalators. And this town has a height restriction on buildings. So we had a Sears that had an escalator, but the Sears got shut down. And now we have one
Ugh.
building that's only open during conventions, but if it's conventions with costume, like an anime convention where people
Oh.
are like wearing stuff, they turn off the escalators so people's costume stuff gets stuck in the escalator.
Jesus.
So I can't even ride the escalator unless I'm at like a business convention. But that's boring.
But that's boring.
Sorry, I get real passionate about escalators.
I love it. That is fantastic. I'm gonna. Do you have Snapchat?
I do,
Okay.
but it's a personal account.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I'm gonna find you or whatever. We'll work it out, and I'll snap you some escalators. We got hella escalators out here, Ellie.
You could just DM me on Insta.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
DM me some escalators, my man.
Whatever you want, I got you. Is that what the Ellie comes from?
No, the L is just my
escalator.
name.
El
I
escalator?
wish. I wish.
Oh my
When
god.
I grew up, there were a lot of escalators, and I'd
Interesting.
always like want to go on field trips
Mhm.
just to go see escalators. Like I'd say, "Hey, can we go ride the escalator?" instead of, "Hey, can we like go get candy or some shit?" I was a
Or
weird kid.
go ride.
And
like,
then I
go to an
moved somewhere
amusement
that
park.
doesn't have any, and there's nothing else.
And there's nothing else. Well, there's really
Yeah,
nothing else
this
like
town is-
that.
It's a retirement city, like,
Interesting.
and it's also a double university and like a bunch of colleges.
Oh,
So there's not really anything to do except for go to school and retire.
cool. I see. I was gonna say. So are you still doing school?
No,
So you're gonna retire. So you're retired.
I should.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
What? So did you decide to move there, or you like had to move there?
Little bit about this is where I went to
Mhm.
school,
Oh, cool.
and then just stayed after that.
I love it. I love it. Well,
That's like because I was too lazy to move back to Quebec.
oh, it's a pain. It's a pain to move. It's the worst thing of life, I think.
Yeah.
I avoid that at all costs.
Plus, I have a good amount of family here. I've got more where I grew up, but there's a good amount of family here, so it works.
Perfect.
And
I'm all about
just
the
a
family.
little hop to the border. I'm
Wow.
on the border. So I'm good. I can just skirt over.
Skirt
Go visit
over.
Maine.
Go visit Maine. Beautiful. I've actually never
Nothing's
been.
in Maine either. There's nothing in Maine. There's an IKEA.
There's things in Maine. There's lobsters in Maine, and that's what I miss.
We've got more lobsters here. We're
For real?
more on the coast than Maine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're touching Maine, but we're on the more ocean side.
Oh hell yeah.
We ship lobsters to like Japan.
Probably ship them out
The
here.
world. Here's where we get you get the lobster from us.
Damn.
If you're actually getting lobster here instead of buying it somewhere else where we sold it, it's super cheap. Like I can get
Wow.
$5 lobsters.
Shut up. Oh
It's
god,
great.
you don't even know. And you like them?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I just eat fish.
Mmm.
I don't eat any
You're
other
a
kind of
pesk?
meat, so- Pesk. I'm
Pescazizzle.
thinking I might just cut out red meat because I'm kind of missing chicken.
Good call. I think honestly, chicken's pretty good. Like, you get your B12s and I think some other essential vitamins that you can't really get. Like, although fish is probably like obviously the best choice in that regard. What
Except anything that comes in a beef has a like a chicken alternative, but not everything has a fish alternative.
Right, true. No. You want the real thing if you're messing with fish. You don't want no alternatives. What's your favorite like fish dish?
Fish dish? I think it's Chatham fish casserole.
Oh God, that sounds crazy. What is that?
So good. Oh, Chatham fish casserole. It's mac and cheese with tomatoes and white fish.
You had me at Chatham, but go ahead. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much just mac and cheese with fish and tomatoes, so it's more like a tomatoey mac and cheese.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's just like popular here, but
I've never heard of it. And I the only thing at all that comes close to what I've heard of a fish dish like that would be, well, you have like tuna casserole, sort of, which is may or may not be. Oh, good boy Eddie dropping the lobsters. Ooh.
Maybe this is just a thing my family does, because I can't even find pictures of this.
What's the Chatham? Is that the type of fish?
No.
Nope.
Although Chatham is something.
Yeah, what is it?
Might be whitefish?
I would imagine. That's freaking cool. So do you know how to make it? Like, you make it from scratch?
Oh, yeah, I know how to do it.
Oh, yeah. That is freaking
My
cool.
family might have just made this up.
You're gonna have to ask him. You'd be like, wait a minute. I got a question about my life.
Thing? or were you did
I've
you
never
just
heard of it.
randomly throw tomatoes and fish on your mac and cheese one day?
It's a random thing. Interesting. So it's like
good.
Oh, it
it's
sounds
like really good.
delicious. So it's your standard mac and cheese, like well, I don't know. Here would be kind of probably like an American cheese, something like this.
No, we don't mess with American cheese.
No, I know. It just melts
too
really
close
good.
To like Kraft singles to us.
This shit's good.
Nah.
Yeah, nah. What kind of cheese?
We use real cheese.
Well, it's real.
Well, we have
kinda.
actual cheddar.
Hey.
Havarti, maybe some Swiss. Not Swiss. Not on mac and cheese.
Nah,
yeah, like
you could, but
dark wait, what's it called in English? Fuck. Different types of cheddar usually.
I love that. You got white cheddar, sharp, mild.
Yeah, sharp and mild. Those are the words.
Mm.
I'm not the best at English.
You're doing pretty good for me. You know what parkour is, so.
Oh yeah, it's because I do it.
So wait, you speak a second language?
I'm a polyglot. I know more than 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can say I'm fluent in 3, but I used to be fluent in 5 or 7.
That is so cool. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, that's the shit. I've always admired that. Well, I've messed around with a little bit of Spanish, mostly school requirement
I don't know
stuff,
Spanish.
but I mean, if you got any French, if you got any Italian, you could mess with it.
My main ones are English, French, and sign language.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Sweet.
So I got French, and I've tried to learn Spanish many times, and I failed.
Well, it's not like you failed. It's an ongoing discipline.
Yeah, I mean, I can do Tagalog, which I'm learning.
What is that?
I used to know it. It's what they speak in the Philippines, because I'm Filipino.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I used to know it okay amount, and then I completely forgot it all. So I'm trying to relearn it, and it is very similar to Spanish.
Sure.
You know, because Spain took over the Philippines.
Did they?
And brought their language with them.
When was that? My gosh.
A lot of places took over the Philippines. I mean, Japan, America, Spain. So we're like the mixing pot of Asia.
I love it. I've known a fair amount of Filipino people.
Me too. I found a lot on Twitch.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a beautiful culture. Each and every one were super awesome. And I've actually always kind
Two
of
of the
wanted to
people I
visit
follow
there.
right now are that are online are Filipino.
Interesting. On Twitch?
Yeah.
Who is that?
One of them's to Epic Beast one.
Yeah.
For him.
I know Beast.
Yeah, Beastie. The other one was here, and I don't see them anymore.
The other one was here. Wait.
I follow a pretty. I mean, for one country, the Philippines get around. A lot of people immigrated from the Philippines because there's a lack of jobs. Like, there were no jobs for anyone. Lack of money, so everyone would immigrate somewhere else. So that's why you find a lot of Filipino, like, doctors and stuff, because the parents would always try and move somewhere where they could get a good occupation, and in the Philippines there's a good medical field, but there aren't enough jobs for the medical field, so people go other places for that.
Interesting. I kind of actually have always sort of been curious about that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, Mechabed. Mechabed's Filipino. John Amor.
Love it. So, back to this dish.
Oh, the Chatham fish casserole?
Yes. So, do you like, you're starting with a roux, you're mixing up, you're making your cheese sauce, make your macaroni. Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
boil the mac, then you put the mac in the dish with all the other stuff, and then you put fish on top.
Just straight on top.
And then you put the tomato sauce on top. And you just let it all meld in the oven.
Oh, and then oven. So it is kind of like a casserole.
It is a casserole. Chatham fish casserole.
Ah, yes. So, what do you do with the fish?
You just take like slabs of fish and you just cover the top with fish.
So you don't cook it first before you put it on top?
No, you don't need to.
Makes sense, yeah, because you just bake it and it bakes up.
You just get a bunch of fillets of fish and you cover the top, and then you put some cheese and some sauce on that.
That's freaking crazy. So what kind of tomato sauce though?
Usually you just take some tomatoes, you dice them up, maybe put them in a blender.
Just straight tomatoes.
You could use like diced tomatoes from a can, but I prefer fresh tomatoes.
Yeah, for sure. Did you season them up a little salt, pepper?
Take most of the seeds out. And yeah, you use seasonings. There's like parsley. There's a bunch of herbs.
It's almost like a salsa then at that point. If you mess with salsa at all.
Oh, I love salsa. I prefer
Yeah.
guac to salsa though.
I mean, come on.
That might just because I got that millennial avocado addiction.
Ooh, yeah, I got that bad.
I don't get how people couldn't like avocado.
It's this shit. Oh my god, I got an avocado in the fridge now. I made some little street tacos yesterday, and
Avocado is a good base for most things.
Oh yeah. You could even mess with like some soups with avocado, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of cooked avocado. I would cook something and then put uncooked avocado on top. I've never found
like
a dish where I liked
fresh,
cooked. Yeah, you might like squish it up into some guac, but I don't know. Cooking
Squish it
avocado
over.
makes it taste weird.
It does. You know what's so funny? I saw this recipe. You might have heard of something like this, where you like half an avocado, take the pit out, leave it in the skin, and then like crack an egg into the pit, and then cover it with like panko, and then bake it off, and you
I've
just
never
eat that.
seen that. No.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, it sounds like a really good idea, but
It sounds like a terrible idea.
it is a freaking terrible idea. I don't even know where I saw that recipe. I was like, damn, I could do that. And I like tried to bake it off, and it was just disgusting. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
I mean, think about it. Like, eggs are good. Little avocado with egg is good.
Eggs are good. Yeah, but you don't cook the avocado.
Yeah, well,
I'd make like egg on toast and then put some avocado on top.
yeah, like an egg in the hole and then avocado.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. The mystery has been solved.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it's so simple, young. Don't you know?
I was watching a cooking streamer,
Really?
And they made a dish where I was like, okay, I don't like watching cooking streams, mostly because I'm like not super into food. And watching those is a little
Could have fooled me.
off-putting. I can talk about food, I just don't like eating it.
What?
I don't like eating food.
I listen, Ellie.
But I was watching a cooking
I know you like to stay trim and all that, but you gotta, you know. It's one of the greatest parts of life.
I just don't prefer it. I just
get
don't enjoy doing it.
You
It's like a
just gotta-
chore for me. It seems like a waste of time.
Oh
Like, why do I
yeah.
have to spend time mashing food with
Preparing
bones?
it, cutting it up, cooking it.
It's fun to cook. I just don't like eating it. Yeah, I was watching a cooking stream, and they made something. I forget what it's actually called, but it's like an
Chick-fil-A
egg,
Cobb
but you
salads.
poach
Oh,
it in
good,
a tomato
Pop.
sauce.
Okay.
And it looked so good. And I tried it, and it's good.
That's tough. And it's good, and you got it right?
Good, yeah.
Wow.
It was easy. It was easier than poaching most things, because there was like, you know, it was a sauce. There was like clumps of vegetables and stuff in there,
Yeah.
so you didn't have to put the egg in a bag or anything. It was really easy to poach. You just plop it in, cover it up, and then you cook it, and it's so good. And it's
Wow.
spicy. Like,
Ooh, yeah.
eating gives me a nosebleed every
Every
time. Are
time.
you from a certain anime called Food Wars?
Are you from an
'Cause
anime,
then it would
Ember?
make sense.
Welcome, by the way, Ember. How are you this evening?
Hello,
I also get
baby.
Do you have Chick-fil-A out there?
Chick-fil-A now.
Oh, God.
We
Ellie.
got-
Oh, I feel so
I think we
bad
have
for
certain chicken restaurants. We got like a St. Hubert
you. Okay, interesting.
or St. Hubert, but like
That's-
no, everyone just calls it St. Hubert.
Dabal eat a lot
That's
of
like our
pizza
only
today.
chicken restaurant. Oh, we've got KFC too.
Do you?
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome.
it's called something different.
Yeah.
It's PFK.
PFK. Are you trying to say PF Chang's?
No,
I'm just
it's
kidding.
PFK.
I'm just kidding. No?
KFC in French.
Ah, cool.
PFK.
So is that like a large like French community?
It's the only bilingual province in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
Every other province is English except for the territories, which are other, and which they don't really have an official language, and it might be English. And then there's one French province, and there's one bilingual province.
That is so cool. That is the coolest.
Even though we're a bilingual country, only one province is actually bilingual.
Interesting. I love French culture, French cuisine.
I also enjoy French.
Yeah,
everything.
Well, I would imagine. It's kind of
The language is so much easier.
Is it?
English is hard. It's hard.
French is
There's
way
so many
hard.
exceptions in English.
Oh yeah, no, it's the most difficult language, hands down.
Well, no. Any language that's like a different alphabet than yours, so, like Korean, it's difficult.
Korean.
Going from a language that has a different
Hell yeah,
alphabet
Dabal, we gotta get this.
is
baby.
always difficult. If you're going from a language that has the same alphabet as English, then it's easy,
That makes sense.
or to learn English.
But isn't Korean?
But if you're going from like
English
Japanese or Korean, no, they use the Korean alphabet.
I have
it's
heard
similar-
so many conflicting things
People
about
can't
that.
really tell the difference between Korean, Japanese, and Chinese letters.
Okay, that's why I had an issue because episode 3, right, was Little Saigon Market, paint everything,
Yeah.
right, and so the Korean people I talked to, they were like, no, like how they do it, I don't know how, but they use the English language and they just English English letters, but like the stuff that I've got has like what looks like either Chinese or maybe
The letters
Japanese.
would be I think they're called Hangul or something.
Okay. Interesting.
Alexis is trying to teach it. Because if you're gonna start learning Korean, she said to start with the written.
Alexis draws?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
learning Korean with her and Tagalog with Jad.
You are?
Yeah.
Cool. No way. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, it's a lovely culture, and I love the food. And well, I went to Paris in 2012, and it was the shit.
Parisians are the worst.
Yeah, well, that's the homeland, I guess. It doesn't
Not
maybe.
for Quebecois people.
Okay. What people?
Quebecois, like people from
Quebecois?
Quebec. Okay.
Ah.
French Canadians hate French people.
I get it. I get it.
We don't really identify. Like, it's totally different. Like, we're something separate. So the French people don't like us because we're like hick French.
Yeah, right.
And
Okay.
There's a separate subculture of even worse French that's like Chiac or Acadian here,
Oh.
which is even worse than
Really?
than like Quebecois. Yeah, there's a lot of different Frenches.
They're like more rednecky, or
Yeah, really redneck.
I love it. That's
Here's-
so awesome.
Here, there's a lot of Chiac people. So like, there's a Shediac community, and they all speak Chiac, where it's like a hybrid of English and French.
Oh wow.
And there's like actual Acadians who speak better French than them, but not by much.
But
And
not that
Quebecois have Quebec French, which is closer to actual French. But I have spoken to so many people that live in France, and it is so difficult to understand them.
No kidding.
No, they swear a lot more,
Mm.
and they talk so fast. Like, I thought Quebecois people spoke fast. Ugh. What about Cajun French? We don't have Cajun French in Canada.
Cajun French.
Cajun is like Louisiana.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Of course. Yeah, it's amazing how much French culture there is in the Americas.
Yeah, there's a lot of it because there was the conflict between France and England, and France and pretty much everyone. So there was a French community in Canada, and they were Acadian. And then there was an Acadian deportation, and
Oh.
they were deported to America, and that became the Cajun community in Louisiana. And then
Interesting.
some stayed in Canada, the ones that decided to, like, the Acadians were over here like, we don't want part between your French and English war, we're just going to sit over here.
Yeah.
But the English people didn't trust them. So they were like, nah, the English, we're going to move you over here.
Interesting.
And so they did. And so now there's like the Quebecois, and then there's the Acadian, and there's the Cajun.
Wow. And so you are Quebecois.
Quebecois, yeah.
Did I say that right?
Not really.
Not
close.
really. What about Cajun French? Oh yeah, wired. Yeah. Learning so many
I don't
things.
know
I know
much
this
about
is
Cajun
great.
French.
I really want to go to Louisiana. I really want to go to New Orleans. Like, it's a food thing. Very food
Wait, who's the
motivated.
person I know that lives in Louisiana? Oh, I know there's someone. Who's that one person?
Yo, Bry Guy, my man. Thank you for the
If I
host,
think
brother.
about
How you doing?
And I know someone.
How do they feel about each other?
The different types
About
of French
Cajun
people?
chicken. Yeet. Yeah.
Usually we avoid each other, and otherwise, the French have a tendency to look down on other worse, in quotation marks, French people.
Yeah.
So, like, people from France think the Quebecois are worse, and people in Quebec think everyone else is worse.
Sure.
Like the English and the French and everyone. Quebec just thinks they're better than everyone.
I love it, Bry Guy. I just quoted that one the other night. That's very interesting. That's actually one of the things that I appreciate about French culture is the pride, basically.
Oh,
You know.
there's so much pride.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that, that
To a
translates
fault.
yeah, I mean, could be. But to me that translates to, if you're proud about yourself, your culture, your family, you're going to want to uphold that, I feel like, and you're
Yeah.
going to generally do good things, work hard, show that you are the best. And I think that
Pretty
really
much.
actually, yeah, I think it really actually is a good thing.
It can cut ties with other people.
I get
There's
it.
like huge amounts of French cultures around the world because France just tried to make colonies everywhere and mostly failed. But there's French communities in most parts of the world. Like Haiti
Yeah.
is very French.
Oh,
And
really?
there's a lot of European countries that are French, like
Oh, why are you
Switzerland
toting that
has
line?
some French in there. Not Switzerland. Wait, what country was it? I know. The country where Asterix and Obelix came from. They got French people there.
Oh, like an obelisk, like an Egyptian obelisk?
No.
Oh. We're going deep,
Obelix,
Ellie.
It's like an X, not an obelisk. Obelix.
Obelix. Okay. I'm not at all sure what that is.
You don't know Asterix
Oh
and
my
Obelix?
god,
They're
buffalo
like a
chicken
good.
pizza.
It's a, it's a comic. It's a French
Oh,
comic.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I had no idea.
It's Belgian. I'm thinking of Belgium.
Hmm.
Belgium got the French in there. It's, I think they're called Franco-Belgian. Belgium is split into like 3 parts,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
it's, well, no, 4 parts. There's another language, and then there's the French, and then there's the French and that other language, and then there's a separate part that's
It's
like
Dutch, right?
something else. I don't know. There's Dutch, and then there's
Oh, yeah.
something that ends with ish.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. Belgium's confusing.
I love Belgium. I went to
It took me so
Amsterdam when I was on that
much.
trip.
It took so long to figure out what that Belgium and Belgique were the same thing.
Is it?
It's French, Dutch, and German, but they have
Oh.
a separate word for it. Or am I just Flemish? They've got Flemish. It's
Yes,
Flemish.
that's right. That I should have known
Yeah.
that because of the Flemish painters, famous Flemish
Mhm.
painters like
So they're like split
Rembrandt.
up between Flanders and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Belgium is so weird.
Belgium's so fucking awesome. Have you ever been? Have you ever
I
been?
really
like...
want to go to Brussels
Yeah, you
and
should.
Antwerp.
I didn't actually get to Brussels, but I've heard super good things.
I used to be super into architecture, but then I realized I had to know how to draw, so I gave up.
Ellie,
And now I'm learning how to draw.
never give
a few
up.
years too late.
It's never too
Never
late.
too late.
It's never too late. You got to
Well,
get
I
into that
can't go back to
architecture.
school.
Why
No,
not?
I'm not gonna get a job in architecture. I already have one.
So what? Can't have two?
I like my.
It's
career.
not
I'm
allowed in your
changing.
culture? Just kidding.
Oh, something about culture. In the Filipino culture, you disrespect your family by changing your appearance. So, like, wearing makeup or
Hmm.
getting plastic surgery.
Hmm.
They're like, what? Are you ashamed of your family's genetics?
Sure. Makes
I'm like,
sense.
no, you just. So it's like all natural, and then a lot of
I like
Filipinos.
it.
Filipinos have like a really broad nose, so a lot of people get like a nose job,
Uh huh.
and
And they're
then
like,
their family.
what? You
are,
don't like their
like,
big
hate
ass
them.
nose? So what about, can you do like eyeliner and stuff like that, or no?
You could, but your grandma would probably hate you with a sandal.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh shit.
Not even your grandma,
With the
just like random Filipino grandmas around the street will just like,
Any grandma,
'cause
they're like, you're
everyone,
trained.
every Filipino is family.
I love it.
You meet someone and you're like, "Hey, I'm Filipino," and they're like, "Oh, I'm
Like, hey,
Filipino."
we're family.
Whoa, brothers!
I love that
And then
so
their grandma
much.
will hate you with a sandal.
You know what they call that in
There's a
Mexican
lot.
culture? The sandal?
Oh yeah,
What is it?
I forget.
It's a
Wait,
chancla.
Chunk.
Chancla.
Yeah. I heard about that, but it's
Chancla.
a little different in Filipino culture, but not much.
Not much.
Because Filipinos are very Spanish.
Oh, yeah, right.
We got a huge Spanish. I'm pretty sure I mostly got the Spanish side because people just think I look Mexican.
Really?
I'll be like, I'm
Interesting.
not. I'm Asian, but okay.
I'm Asian,
And
but
a
okay.
lot of Asians
Whatever you
don't
want.
even consider the Philippines Asian. They call them Pacific Islanders.
Right, right.
Like, I'm not a Pacific Islander. I'm Asian.
I'm familiar with that. I'm not a Pacific
I am
Islander.
in Asia.
These things are coming full circle for me to like Australia. I'm kind of always been fascinated with like Australian culture, but there's like a really hilarious show called Howzos. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's like an Australian show, and it's based around like kind of their ghetto, if you will, or something like this, and like the poor people that live like on, you know, like government income and stuff or whatever, and like one of the dudes like always busts off his sandal to like smack people. It's so hilarious. But see, you know, it all comes full circle. It's
Yeah.
kind of interesting how that works, but yeah, nice. Oh man, I want to talk about food more. So, oh yeah, if I had the lobsters, I would be making lobster rolls. I would be making, just like you know what a lobster roll is.
Of course I know what the lobster roll is.
I should know. You know, something like that.
If a restaurant says they got seafood, they gotta have a lobster roll.
Got to. That defines it, huh?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would mess with that. What else would I do? Ooh, lobster pizza. Just straight.
Pizza?
Yeah, I know. Weird, right?
That is weird. Use seafood to ball. I'm about to hit you with a chancla.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the chancla, man. I don't understand the ball sometimes, but
Seafood's my jam.
oh, me too so much. Do you like crab?
Of course.
You get good
We
crab
don't
up
got
there?
a lot of crab here. No.
Mm.
Wrong environment for crab. We just got lots of
Interesting.
lobsters. I mean,
Makes
if you go to
sense.
the beach, you're gonna get your toes pinched, but not by lobster. Lobsters are in the deeper water where your toes don't touch.
Do they like the
Crabs
cold?
are hanging out by the beach.
Do the lobsters like the cold water?
I don't know.
I think they kind of do. maybe.
You just don't get pinched by lobsters. The fishermen go and get the lobsters. I've
Mhm.
never seen a lobster in the ocean. I just go into pretty much any grocery store and see them in the tanks.
It reminded me of. I used to watch a lot of the old Iron Chef, like the Japanese one.
Yeah.
So good, and they got these lobsters that were like 30 years old or something. They were like these freaking dinosaur-looking guys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they caught them. I think like in Australia or something like that.
Oh, yep, cold water.
A true lobster is cold water. Lobster lives in the cold waters of North America, Europe. Okay. Deball,
If you
thank
go to a restaurant that serves seafood and they don't have a tank, don't eat the lobster.
Yeah, it makes sense. They want to stay cold and they want to be in the water.
It's more that the lobster, if it's dead, like it'll die,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
after a very short amount of time they start growing bacteria that's super not good.
Ooh,
health.
gross. Oh, really?
They grow bacteria very quickly once they die,
Wow.
so that's why they cook lobsters alive.
Yeah, okay.
Or they kill it right before throwing it in the pot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ooh, Deball.
There's a country that outlawed putting live lobsters in boiling water. And because of that, a lot of people have been getting sick in that country over lobsters.
Sorry. That's what happens.
You're like, because it's animal cruelty. Okay, it's
This is
human
animal
cruelty. It's human cruelty if you kill it and then cook it later.
Truly, it is. Gosh. Yeah, I watched a Bon Appetit. It's like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, aren't they out of BuzzFeed?
Yeah, yeah, you know what's up. And the guy did a lobster roll, and God, it looks so good. But he just did the knife. He just kind of like click into the head, and that was it.
Yeah,
You know, and I think that's probably the most humane way to do it. But oh boy, they're delicious. Yeah, you know,
I
see,
think that was Switzerland. I think Switzerland is the one that outlawed cooking
Well-
lobsters alive. It tastes better if you cook it alive, though.
well, yeah.
The reason they outlawed it is because they couldn't find any substantial evidence that lobsters could feel pain
Yeah.
from being boiled alive, and so they said, if there is a possibility for a living thing to feel pain, then you should err on the side of caution. And it's like cruelty if you don't know.
Guess that makes sense. Like, logically, I get it. but
Okay,
same
but
point.
if people are gonna get sick eating
Yeah,
it,
if they're gonna get sick, like you just do what you gotta. I don't see why. Like if you kill it with a knife, real quick, that's humane, and then you throw it in the water. Like
and then you throw. Yeah.
that's not tough. But okay, so they just outlawed the act of tossing it in.
Yeah, I don't think they outlawed killing it and then putting it in the pot. But I feel like a lot. I don't. Most restaurants didn't do that.
They're like, you gotta give it a proper funeral. You gotta wait like an hour before you.
You gotta
cook
bury it and then dig it back up a
Bury
few
it,
hours
dig it
later to cook it.
That reminds me, there's like a weird, what is it? I think it's in like Icelandic culture. That like weird shark, they like bury the freaking shark meat and it like rots for like years or something and then they eat it.
There's a town in the world where it is illegal to die.
Good luck.
Because they were burying
Okay, Ember,
bodies,
have a wonderful
and
evening.
it was when people
Thank
still
you
had,
for dropping by.
like pox and stuff, like super deadly diseases.
Oh yeah.
But they were burying the bodies, and because it was so cold in that village year round, the bodies still had the diseases, and so people were like getting sick because the dead bodies were putting the illnesses into the water.
Oh my god. Oh my
'Cause
god.
The diseases didn't die; they were just
Eddie,
frozen.
nice one, Pop. I am not a crook.
So they outlawed dying. So if you're really close to death, they take your body somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, Longyearbyen, Norway.
Norway.
Because, yeah, the town is just so cold that all these diseases were staying alive. And so you're not allowed to die there. And if you're about to die, they get you to go somewhere else to die.
What if you're like hella sick and they're like, dude, we're getting you out of here, and you're like, all right, and
That's
you
why
get
they
better.
outlawed it.
But then you get better.
So you can just come back.
And yeah, but then they're like, damn, is he like a zombie or what's going on? You don't know that. See, that's how it starts, Ellie. That's how the
Yeah, I saw
zombie
a cool little
apocalypse starts.
video about that. It was such a clickbait title because the title was just like, "There's a town where it's illegal to die,"
and
and I
you're
was
like,
"Oh,
yeah,
that sounds
I
like
need to know about
clickbait, but I'm gonna
that."
click it anyway."
You got baited, you baited. Oh man, that's good stuff. Yeah, I like cooking quite a bit.
Is it humane if you cook a dead animal with a Viking funeral? Yeah, they're already dead. You don't put a living
Viking
animal
funeral.
in a Viking. They don't cook. They don't like send people who are about to die onto a burning boat. They put the people who are already dead on a burning boat.
Oh my god. And then they launch the flaming arrow.
Oh yeah, they put a wooden boat out with
Yeah,
extra
send it
flammable
out
objects.
to sea.
It says that scientists were able to retrieve live samples of the flu virus from the 1918 pandemic when they exhumed them in 1998. Yeah,
Oh fuck, no way.
because they were just frozen underground
Oh my god.
in the ice.
And it preserved the disease. But I would feel like, I guess those germs just don't die in the cold.
Yeah, they had year-round permafrost and stuff, so
But some like
it was like really cold. It never went
oh my god.
like it never went above 0 in that town.
Oh
So
my
there's
god.
no way the bacteria could have died. Because it was never warm enough for them to decompose.
So the decomposition is what kills the bacteria or whatever it is.
Usually. But yeah, nobody decomposed
But aren't
because
there
it was so cold underground.
there's some diseases that would like be, I would think, like rendered inert, by the cold, don't you think?
I guess. If you seem to be about to expire, every effort will be made to send you to the mainland. Jan Christian Meyer from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology.
Yeah, hey Jan, I'm not feeling so good here. I may need a ride out of town. Like, how do you make that call? What if you don't?
Well, it's not like if you don't end up dying, you can't go back.
I mean,
So they're just like, okay, if you seem like you might die in this scenario, but imagine just like having a cold and the doctor being like, And you know something's up when they're like, how about we go take a trip to the mainland?
You're like, no, I don't want to go to the mainland. I don't want to die.
Dude, that's how they tell kids who have cancer there that they're dying. They're just like, we're gonna go to the mainland, kiddo. Like, oh, Mom, what?
They're like, what's your Make-A-Wish wish? They're like, my wish is to not go to the mainland. They're like, we have to, though, because you're gonna die.
Oh, man, I saw a video about, last week's Game of Thrones. There was a lady who was on hospice and she was about to die.
Oh.
But she was like a super big Game of Thrones fan, and so she said that her last wish was to watch that episode of, as it aired.
Yeah.
And she made it to the episode, and like the cast and stuff sent her videos.
Shit.
Of them being like, "Yo,
That's
what's
awesome.
up? Hope you're doing good." And they're like, "I hope you get to watch the episode." And then she died the next day. Like, she got her wish.
God damn.
She got to watch that
kinda
episode
heavy.
of Game of Thrones. But she got to see the big thing that happened last episode.
The big thing that I don't know about because I haven't seen any
You
of them.
didn't watch it?
Ellie, I haven't seen any of them.
Young.
I know.
A big thing happened last episode.
That's what I understand.
Yo, you gotta watch it.
I really, really want to. I was just talking to Duvall about this last night. Like, he's
Oh,
watching it on
man.
Hulu with the like add-on thing, but I just don't have like
watch it on
HBO.
cable. Man.
I know, and I don't want to
Okay,
get it.
you know what?
I tried-
James and Pam have been watching the Game of Thrones on Mondays. If you want to do that, but you gotta see the last 3 because they're gonna watch tonight's episode tomorrow.
No, I have to watch all the seasons.
All the
Ellie, I have watched 0 episodes of
That-
Game of Thrones.
Okay, you could just watch this season. Honestly,
No!
you just get someone to give you a rundown. You could just watch
Yeah,
this
right.
season.
Yeah, right. I don't
You're
play
gonna
that
get
way.
all the spoilers by the time you get
No,
to this season.
Nah. I'm avoiding them like the plague. I'm avoiding them. I'm avoiding them like I
Ah.
live in Norway and shit.
Have you watched Endgame yet?
No, Ellie, listen.
Young.
This is my life, alright? Wake
You
up.
just don't watch anything?
I don't watch anything. Wake up.
I'm about to just watch a rundown video of the first 7 seasons.
Oh, fuck.
I haven't seen every episode, but I've seen most of the episodes, and I know everything that's going on. But it's not like it's not like it's The Walking Dead
Sure.
where
There's
I
like
am
little
so
details
into The
you
Walking
have
Dead.
to like get every.
I am.
But I like
No,
that.
I'm
I wanna
not as
go on
into
the-
Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I'm just not as into Game of Thrones. I'm so into The Walking Dead. I've seen every episode multiple times. I could rant about The Walking Dead all day, my dude.
Ooh, I love it. You know,
All day.
admittedly, I love Walking Dead. Like those first few seasons, I was hooked.
It fell
I was
off
there
around 5
every-
and 6.
Well, yeah,
But
that's
for
kind of
this
where.
last season, you
Yeah.
can just start up from there. New
cool.
viewers could start up from this last season
That's
because there was a
interesting.
time jump.
Oh,
And
don't.
the new
No.
Okay, nah. It just has nothing to do with anything beforehand. Well, it has a bit to do, but new people just come in and watch, and they don't have to catch up the entire thing, and it's good.
Interesting.
They
Okay.
had to start fresh because a lot of the actors' contracts ended,
Ah,
a lot of the main guys.
interesting.
So they had to figure out a way to be like, oh fuck, this isn't like a comic. People actually have other jobs. What do we do?
People are doing other things. Well, yeah, I really, really super enjoyed Walking Dead.
First 3 seasons were really
Oh, they're
good.
crazy good, yeah. Even up to, I think I basically got to where there was, like, the governor guy, and then I kind of...
Debal, Cersei's my favorite character.
Oh, shit, okay.
Mostly because she is a bitch.
Okay.
I like characters that are blatantly and irredeemably evil.
Really?
Yeah, I love Negan. Like, I don't know, if a character is... I think that the point for a character to be good for a villain is if you physically hate that character. Like, if you met this person in real life, you would hate them.
Yeah, that's the key.
And
I mean,
you
that's
would
like...
hate Cersei.
Oh,
So
wow.
I love it.
Okay.
You would hate Negan, so I love it.
That's the real
You hate
test
the
of, like-
governor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The governor is such a douche. Okay.
And you
Yeah,
love it?
That's how I physically hate Cersei. Exactly. She's a really good villain.
Interesting.
Any
guys.
villain where you can just be like, I hate you and I can't find a single good thing about you, except that maybe you're hot.
Ooh. Mhm.
You're a good villain.
Except that maybe you're hot.
That's what the Disney villains have a problem with, because I don't irredeemably hate Jafar. I don't irredeemably
Right.
hate...
They-
That's another Disney villain.
They have some
Maleficent.
redeeming qualities.
There's something good about them
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make you physically hate them as a person.
Duvall, too much.
Her hotness is ruled out by her twin. Oh, God.
Duvall was telling me about that shit. But yeah, no, I'm gonna mess with. I think probably what is going to happen is I'm gonna get the full fucking Game of Thrones set or whatever and just freaking watch them all. But I want to go on the
can't-
journey. I want to go on the journey.
Okay, but you can't really watch Game of Thrones and avoid incest.
Now,
You just
okay, I
can't.
get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
It's
I
not
just don't want to know.
avoidable.
I want it to be all to be a surprise.
It's
And I
not
realize this is
all.
like this is my challenge. I gotta actively avoid this shit if I want it to be fresh. But it's like
I don't really care much about stuff being I don't mind spoilers all that much.
see.
Mostly because I forget information really quickly because I just have a shit memory. So I have to watch movies a few times before I actually remember what happens. Like
Okay.
I need to go watch Endgame again because
Ooh, yeah.
I can't process 3 hours of a movie
I get it.
in one go.
Well, it's
so
yeah.
I think I'm going again on Wednesday.
But that's like the fun part about it, and I think a movie is extra good if it has that rewatchability. Maybe not necessarily because there's so much that you have to go back again, but like
yeah.
I really like that because that is what I do. I just rewatch shit kind of over and over. But yeah, no, that's my day. Coffee, banana. Put on, grab a painting. Put on like The Office or
The Office.
yeah. Oh my god, I've been through it
Yeah.
so many
I
times.
do like The Office.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But then, or like, I'll just throw on like yesterday I was watching, tons of Star Wars, and like I've gone through all 6 episodes with like the director commentary. Because like when I'm painting, I can't really watch it, but I've seen it, so I can just follow with the commentary, and it's so much more rich for me.
I feel lucky that I have like a really
Oh
really
hell
bad
yeah!
memory.
Wired, you did. That's
Like I forget
sick.
entire days, I forget weeks, I've forgotten years.
Ellie, no.
Sometimes it's good. No, sometimes it's good because every time I watch a show or movie, it is fresh. Nothing gets old for me. Like I can play a game
That's kind of tight.
for years because it never gets old.
Yeah.
Because I forget everything that's happening constantly.
Like a video
So
game.
I'll watch the same movie over and over again. I can be like, wait, what happened? It'll be like, you have watched this movie 16 times.
Ellie, is
How
that like
are you
a condition
surprised?
or what?
Oh, I've just had a lot of concussions.
Oh no, Ellie, for real?
Yeah.
From the gymnastics and stuff?
Kind of.
Oh, fuck. Ellie, no.
It's like I enjoy it sometimes, except when I forget really important things. But it's really
Ellie.
good for books and movies and shows and games.
I get it. What video games are you messing with?
Right now, I'm incredibly obsessed with Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Like I have over 1,000 hours.
Oh my god, you do? Holy god, you are obsessed. Oh my god, Ellie.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool. What's your favorite thing about it?
That I really liked Harvest Moon all the time because I really like planning stuff like farms and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was really into Harvest Moon. The only thing that I didn't like about Harvest Moon is that you couldn't be gay, and in Stardew Valley you can be gay, and I love it. And there's like an actual story to Stardew Valley. There's like drama happening in town. Like the mayor is having an affair with the farmer.
Oh wow.
You even get a quest where you have to go find his underwear in her room.
Oh my god.
He sends you something in mail. Hey, I might have left some undergarments in somewhere in town.
Somewhere in town.
Could you find them discreetly for me? Because he couldn't figure out where they were. And you find
my
them in
God.
Marnie's bedroom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see.
Like, Lewis.
I've heard
Damn.
damn. Boy. I've heard such good things about that show, about
It's
that
so
game,
good.
and
It's a really good game.
I think I might mess
like-
with it one day.
You should. It's
I
like
don't have
16 bucks
time
on
for
Amazon,
games.
on
Oh, really?
Steam.
Oh,
It's like
God.
16 bucks Canadian on Steam, so it's like
Yeah, probably like
12
$1
American.
here, right? Just
a
kidding.
dollar, yeah.
Just kidding. I used to
The
get.
ratio for our money is 16 to 1.
I know what it is. Just kidding. I used to get tons of Canadian coins working at the bank when I.
Oh, we got the best coins.
They're cool.
Okay, people
but
people
they-
are confused about the names sometimes. So just to clarify, anyone who's wondering why it's called a loonie and a toonie, it might
Oh,
sound
yeah.
stupid, but there's a loon on the $1 coin, so it's called a loonie. And
Oh.
then 2 loonies equal a toonie.
Oh, which
Get
is
it?
like a 50. Oh no, wait.
No, it's,
It's
a
a $2. Weird.
We have a penny that was discontinued. A
Yeah, with the
nickel,
maple
a
leaf
dime,
on it.
quarter, loony toonie, and then $5 bill, 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000.
You got $1,000 bill?
I think we have $10,000 bills too.
Shut the
100,000.
hell. What?
Nobody gets them.
But could
People
you
just-
like go to a bank and
Would
be
you
like, hey,
you could.
that's
the money in your
actually
account.
crazy. That's actually
They're
crazy.
just not manufactured much.
Well, see, we don't.
So some banks might not have them.
Well, that makes sense, yeah. But like, we don't manufacture those larger bills for counterfeit reasons, I believe. So that's where. that
Our
comes.
money is very difficult. They didn't do that with the paper money, but now they do with the plastic money because the plastic money is really, really difficult to counterfeit. Like, there's transparent parts. There's like iridescent parts.
Is it kind of
They're
plasticky?
It is completely made of
Mhm,
plastic. It's
mhm.
waterproof and everything. And there's even a scent that they add to them.
What?
So you have, because imagine how difficult it would make to make a counterfeit scent
Oh yeah,
on plastic money.
absolutely.
And there's
weird,
like a lot
though.
of teeny tiny details on the bills that are really, really difficult to
Interesting.
counterfeit. Like it's super hard to manufacture our money.
I get it,
So we don't
but
really get
where there's
much.
a will,
We get
there's
lot
a
of
way.
really bad counterfeit.
Someone makes it. They make it there. They mint it. So someone
And
else could
most
copy
stores-
that.
Most stores will not accept those bills. Those bills are more for really rich people to collect
Makes sense.
than to actually. I really like the $100 bill here though. And they're a rainbow. So it's like the $5 bill is blue,
Mhm.
the $10 bill is purple, the $20 bill is green, the $50 bill is red, $100 is yellow, and
Oh.
$1,000 bill is orange.
Mm.
Yeah. I like the
Yeah.
100 one. It's a nice yellow.
Interesting. So,
And the $10 purple is good.
so there's no paper, if you will, $1 bill. It's just coins.
No, we've never had a $1 bill.
Really, never.
We've had a loony and a toonie. No,
the loony and the toonie. Mm-hmm.
we had a loony and the toonie.
Makes sense.
We didn't have a $1 bill. Honestly, I thought it was dumb that you guys had a $1 bill.
That's like our staple. That's our move. And we do have a
Yeah,
$1
but
coin,
you have
but
coins.
they're dumb.
Coins are for small things.
Yeah, but see, like, I don't
Like
know.
even fives
I know.
are small.
I know.
Bills are for amounts of money that it would be
Listen,
inconvenient
Listen.
to make out of.
back in
coins.
my day, a $5 bill meant something.
$5 is fine, but why would you have a $1 bill when you could have a $1 coin?
That is, it's strictly like a cultural thing. And we do have a $1 coin, but it's like so dumb. It's like no one ever freaking uses them except when you go to the
we
light
got
rail.
loonies everywhere.
I
I
know.
prefer toonies though,
Well, yeah. I mean, come on.
just because they're more fun. Toonie, loony. I feel like our money might be why people make fun of Canadians. We got rainbow money and loonies.
It is a little bit like
It's
out
silly,
there.
but it makes
Silly.
sense if you think about it.
we used to have silver dollar. Yeah, I have all silver dollars. I have such cool old money. I have a
don't know.
penny.
I have some American money because
Yeah?
I've got American family and
Damn,
stuff.
girl, you
but
rich out there, huh?
I go to America a lot.
They're like, this is a girl that has that American money. She's
Well, I'm
balling.
partially American.
I get it. I get it.
Oh, and okay, do you know about Michael Reeves?
No.
He makes robots on YouTube. And he just made a Roomba that swears every time it bumps into stuff.
That's so tight.
It like screams every time it hits the wall.
What's the name? He's a YouTuber?
Michael Reeves.
Tight. I'm gonna have to check him out. Do you mess with YouTube? You make some videos?
I don't do YouTube now.
You should.
I watch YouTube.
Well, that's your first step. Oh yeah, Michael Reeves
I don't think I'd
killing
ever
the
make.
game.
Honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna do Twitch. I was really adamant against streaming.
Yes, I wanted to ask you too. So, what is your schedule?
My schedule?
Mm-hmm.
I do Mondays or Tuesdays Twitch things, and those any weekdays. Monday and Tuesday is 6 to 8, and then Friday and Saturday are just chatting and gaming, and those are 8 to 11.
Do you have that posted on your channel?
I think it's in my description. And my
should have done the
links.
shout out again. Okay, good. Should have done that shout out when we had a few more people. But guys, if you haven't already followed Ellie, make sure. She's obviously super awesome, and the streams are super fun. Crazy good digital work, and the singing, Ellie, you're better than me. I'll tell you that much. Hey, but you have fun though, right?
I do have
That's what
fun.
I'm saying. That's all you need.
Lots of Twitch sings. I didn't want to just do one thing. I started just doing art, and then I was like, wait, now I'm bored. So I don't say I'm a variety streamer. I usually just say, hi, I'm Ellie, I do art.
I can tell you get
and
bored.
Sometimes do other stuff. I get bored really easily.
I like it. I like it. Makes for interesting conversation, at least. That's for sure.
I'm pretty good about talking about any topic.
This is great. This is probably one of the most fun podcasts I've had for sure. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, we used to have silver dollars. I have a pretty dope coin collection. I have an 1856 penny. If you can think about
I'm
that.
hoarding pennies. I have like thousands of pennies.
Like Canadian?
Canadian pennies.
Any American?
They've got our Canadian pennies have maple leaves.
Yeah,
on them.
I know what they look like. I've seen them all the time.
But I'm keeping them. So one day, if they get value again, I'm making bank with my pennies.
Bank. So what
They
they're
were
not
doing a thing where they were like paying people to recall it, to like send their
really
back to the government so they could melt down the copper and use it for other stuff.
Oh. How like paying them like 2 to 1 or something?
I don't remember, but I'm hoarding my pennies.
They're like, hey, send us 10 pennies and we'll give you 8 cents. You're like, no. It would have to be more.
Maybe. Yeah, since the government was like, okay, we're gonna make this worth nothing. Because, I mean, the pennies aren't worth anything anymore because they were kind of a waste of manufacturing. Like, a lot of copper was being used for those, and
Sure.
it's a penny. It's something that people never used. It's something you gave to kids so that they would feel like they had money,
But what if you like...
but they didn't have money.
It's just a joke. They're like, this is just a joke.
1,000 pennies is like $10.
I think it's more than that.
No, they're...
I think
It's
that's
$10.
about $100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to kids, probably.
Tell you what, send me 1,000 Canadian pennies and I'll give you $100. Good deal?
$100 American,
Yeah,
sure.
you'd be rich.
That'd be like 170 maybe Canadian.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Damn. Do you ever like... Do you...
I
This-
actually don't know the exchange rate very well.
This is gonna
I just
incriminate
Google
you.
it.
Do you ever like buy things in
Incriminate me?
Canada? Yeah, you buy things in Canada and go
Oh.
sell them in America.
No. No,
I'm
I'm
just kidding.
no.
Buy them on the cheap up there. It's the same. It's gonna be the same like
It's
rate.
the
right?
same.
Yeah. Like that's not how it works, young.
That's that. Like, money might be worth more, but that only matters for the country. It doesn't matter for individual people. There's still the exchange rate.
But I'm
one-
rich. I'm rich in
134
Canada, but I'm broke here. What's the problem?
Pretty much.
Exchange rate is
Because
like,
our stuff is, it seems to be more expensive, but that's just because our
just
dollar is
exchange.
worth less.
yeah. Yeah, it's interesting when like the euro was worth more, and there was this really good soul food place. Like they did like fried chicken, fried catfish, like collard greens, mac and cheese. Like Oh my god, it was so good. And they shut down recently, but they would take euros and they would do them 1-to-1. So they were worth more, but if you had them on hand and you want to get rid of them, you could just take them there and buy that bomb ass food, and then they would go on trips to Europe and just be like balling out, you know, something like that. We should work out something like that, Ellie. Is it weird that Lincoln is on both the penny and the $5 bill? I mean,
It's Lincoln.
it's Lincoln, first of all. The 5th president, just kidding. That's what everyone
The
thinks.
CAD to the USD is around the same as USD, the British pound. Cool.
Canadian dollar to the US dollar is around. Yeah, and the pound, the pound's like worth like way more.
The thing about money is so there's like .com for American, there's .ca for Canadian sites. And so I'll not notice that when I'm online shopping it's a .com site. So I'll see the prices and I'm like, wait, only
You're like,
$8.99 for this? And then I click it and I'm like, oh, it's $11. Okay.
Oh, it's $11. Probably happens on Amazon. Oh, does it happen
It's
on
even
Amazon
worse
a
when
lot?
it's like, oh my gosh, this laptop is only $900, and then I switch over and it's like, oh,
You're like,
fuck.
oh, it's 13.
It's not.
Damn it.
Because I forget that it's a .com site, and then I have to switch to the .ca version, and it's like,
How do you do that?
That's why I like Amazon. Some sites have a .com and a .ca version, you just take out the com
take
and add
it
a
out,
.ca.
mhm.
Like Amazon has Amazon.ca and Amazon.com.
God, that's so weird. I feel like we
Well,
should
most places have a different dot thing.
Do you think it
Like,
would
isn't
be...
it .uk for the UK?
I don't know. I'm so entrenched in my culture, Ellie. I can't get out. They
The thing
locked me in.
A lot of other countries very heavily have American media, and then Americans don't heavily have other media.
Yeah,
so
see, it's
it
bullshit.
seems like Americans are just dumb because they don't
Yeah,
know anything
no,
about
we're-
other countries, when
we're
really they're just
dumb.
not exposed to the thing, and we're overly exposed to it because you guys produce so much more media.
Interesting.
There's a Canadian law where a certain percentage of the media on any Canadian site has to be this percentage of Canadian. Like on the radio, a percentage has to be Canadian. So
Interesting.
you'll find a lot of really shit music. Like, there's a fuck ton
Yo,
of
what
Justin
up,
Bieber on the
Dusty?
radio
You right,
specifically
you
because
right.
they need that Canadian media, even though
Cultured swine.
he lives in the
What's
States.
up, my dude? How are you?
Thank you for taking him, by the way.
Yeah,
We don't need him anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know where he's gonna wind up.
Took the
but...
bullet.
I don't
Yeah.
know what to think about that crazy guy.
Because, like, most of our media was American, so they're like, okay, let's make it so everyone legally has to
Canadian.
have Canadian media.
I kind of like it. I wish we would do something like that. Well,
You don't need
like
to.
the reverse
Everyone
of that.
has your media.
Yeah,
reverse of
the
it.
reverse of that, where we get other
certain
culture
percentage
shit.
has to be other. Yeah.
I would.
That would be more
down.
difficult to implement, though.
Well, apparently, anything could fucking happen around here. It's terrible. But you know,
Man, the
I don't want to get
States.
into it.
Everyone,
into it.
everyone knows everything about the States, and then
Ugh.
the States know nothing about anyone else.
I know,
So it
it's
just makes you guys
bullshit.
look dumb. And then you think about it, and you're like, "Wait, how much do I know about Canadian media?
Yeah, no,
we get
true.
more American."
I know about Canadian media. Let me think.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. No.
Ryan Reynolds.
Remember South Park made
Justin
fun of him a
Bieber?
lot. No.
South Park made fun of us a lot. Never forget
Never
Nickelback.
forget. Oh shit! Are they Canadian?
Nickelback is Canadian. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. No,
Let's search up
I love
Canadian celebrities.
A lot. Oh well, first one of course that comes up, Jim Carrey, the best, the goat.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a whole bunch.
I hit the first three. The first three were Ryan Reynolds, Justin Bieber, and Celine Dion. Then Ryan Gosling.
Oh,
Drake.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah.
Avril Lavigne. Keanu Reeves.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Michael Bublé. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Michael J. Fox.
Shit.
Dwayne Johnson. Some of these ain't even Canadian.
Some of these ain't even Canadian. Yeah, I don't think The Rock is Canadian.
The Rock ain't. Who made this list?
The Rock ain't. He might be. You don't know.
Michael J. Fox isn't either. Is he?
Kind of went super crazy lately.
Seth
Yeah,
Rogen is.
Jim Carrey did go super crazy lately, but I
Seth
love
Rogen
it in
definitely
like the
is.
best way, in an enlightened way, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, Seth.
I didn't
Rogen's
know
my
Michael Cera was Canadian.
favorite. Oh yeah, come on now, Ellie.
Scott Pilgrim, my man.
Scott Pilgrim. I know. I love Michael Cera. Do you you know I talk about Hot Ones all the time. but-
Donald Sutherland. I hate Donald Sutherland. He always plays the worst characters.
That's but
Why?
but you
But
love
Keanu
him.
Reeves is, yeah.
I thought you loved the worst characters.
No, because he has some redeeming qualities. But he's just, he grosses me out. He's like a creepy old man.
Rock
He is a
great-
creepy old man.
Well, he is. But then what about Kiefer?
Dwayne Johnson has Canadian citizenship. His
That's
dad is
tight.
from Nova Scotia.
Oh,
Damn.
frick, that's tight. Nova Scotia.
Nathan Fillion, oh my god. Nova Scotia.
Love Hot Ones. You don't mess
I
with Hot
love
Ones.
Nathan Fillion so much.
Who's
Who
that?
doesn't love Nathan Fillion? Wait, really?
Just
Dude.
help me.
Okay, Firefly?
It's supposed to be Dr. Eggman.
He's in Firefly, you know?
Ooh, I have heard of Firefly, but I
Castle?
Okay, yeah.
He is
I got him.
Castle.
I got him.
Yeah.
He does look Canadian. Just kidding.
Nathan Fillion.
As if Canadians have a particular look.
Oh, Nathan Fillion. Canadian,
Pretty
white.
good looking dude. I don't know. I feel like the eyes are a little droopy, but it's whatever.
Not even that he's hot. He's just hilarious.
do you watch Hot Ones? You know that show, the web series?
No.
Oh, girl, you about to. It's the best. It's one of the greatest concepts, I think, in terms of like an interview show, so to speak, where basically they get celebrities on and they have them eat like increasingly hot chicken wings, and like by the end, it's,
Oh, I do know that.
yeah, it's so
Yeah, I
freaking
saw
good.
Billie Eilish do that one.
Yeah. She
That's
did
the only reason
one.
to know them.
You like Billie Eilish?
I do.
All right, cool. I haven't really listened to much of her music. Like,
Robbie
got-
Amell.
I got so annoyed with Billie Eilish because it was the only freaking thing. She's the only thing I saw in my Instagram feed, and I was like, get away from me, too much. But I
Yeah,
haven't
her
listened
music's good.
Is it really good?
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly, I'm more impressed where she's 16, 17 maybe now.
Really?
She's so good for her age. Like, she is so good. She got famous when she was like 15, and I'm like, she's like such a prodigy. But also, Robbie Amell is from Toronto.
Ellie is a
How did
Canadian.
I not know that?
Canadian famous
Green Arrow,
streamer. We know.
If you didn't know the actor.
No. Yeah, I know about it. I
Oh.
know about it. I am aware of it.
Green Arrow. Oh, Anka! Great.
Great. But see, here's the thing about it, Ellie, right? Are you a little bit, like, sad that they get their fame here? Like, you know, they got to come down
Most
here?
of them get their fame there.
I mean, what the hell?
Wait,
Honestly-
Alessia Cara's Canadian?
Hot Ones has done so many celebs. Yeah.
I
Michael
thought
Cera.
Alessia Cara was Hispanic.
You gotta watch Hot Ones. You gotta mainline Hot Ones, Ellie. Like, Michael Cera's on
I
it.
don't watch that much Hot Ones.
You gotta watch them all. Michael Cera has a hilarious one. Like a ton of people on that list that you just were mentioning.
Oh, I said the wrong. Yeah, no.
She's a crazy Office fan. It's hard to believe that people haven't seen Hot Ones. Well, a lot of people have, but some haven't.
I
I
meant
just
Stephen Amell.
what?
Stephen Amell is Green Arrow.
Uh,
Robbie Amell is a different actor.
I was gonna call you out, but I'm glad that you caught
I'm
that.
sure you were. Robbie Amell is more
Dude,
known for
yes.
like teen drama stuff. And
Kevin
then
Hart made a spin-off?
Stephen isn't.
Wait, what? My that's my favorite Hot Ones is Kevin Hart. It's so fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
Of being cryo bathed or something interesting. That's pretty cool. It ain't gonna be as good as Hot Ones, like nothing can touch it, but
Oh yeah, Tommy Chong.
oh, that makes sense.
Cheech and Chong. He's from Edmonton, or I think his mom is from Edmonton. I think he's also half American.
Trainwreck of a trailer for the Sonic movie. I have not. Oh god. Obviously spin-off, yeah. I honestly
Oh, the Sonic. No, no,
not good?
no.
Why are people tripping? Like, what the... Like... People are tripping, I feel like. Or are they?
No, they gave him human teeth.
So what?
Human teeth, young.
So what?
Okay, CGI Sonic. Imagine a hedgehog with human teeth.
Like, I get it, but like,
It's
that's
creepy.
the choice. Okay, if it's weird, I don't like. He's not an actual hedgehog. First of all,
It's still creepy. It's just bad CGI. And compare it to what the Pokemon movies CGI is looking like. They are capable of making it look as good as Pokemon.
yeah, for sure.
but
But it's a choice that they have to make. Like,
I'm not
that's a
against
human.
Detective Pikachu.
That's a humanizing trait. They want to humanize them more, so that's what you got to do.
They made it creepy though. Also, I already have my tickets for Detective
Creepy.
Pikachu.
Do you for real?
Oh yeah,
I bought that game when I had a DS. I bought the game and I started playing, and I was like, nah.
it's out in 3 days.
We opened up some Detective Pikachu Pokemon cards on stream the other night. I don't know if you missed that one. Were you there, Ellie?
Ooh, for what?
For the opening of the Detective Pikachu Pokemon cards.
No.
Girl! Actually,
missed out.
I'll show you some right now. I got some. They're pretty
Oh wait, I have an
tight.
important question.
Yes.
What's your opinion on cottage cheese?
Oh, hell yeah, girl. I mess with that cottage cheese. I gotta get my cottage cheese with pineapple. Either with pineapple or I just put a ton of pepper on that
Okay, so
shit.
you mess with it?
I do.
Okay, good, because some people are like hate it and then I hate them, but I love cottage cheese.
It's
Half
bomb.
the people really like people either like it or they hate it.
I get
I
it.
prefer cantaloupe to pineapple, but that's because I'm allergic to
Ooh,
pineapple.
God damn, that's a good choice.
Cantaloupe and cottage cheese, because
Ooh,
I
good
would like it with
choice.
pineapple. I like pineapple.
But you're allergic?
I just can't eat it. Yeah.
How you? That's I don't know, Ellie. I feel like you're making things up.
No, I'm allergic to pineapple.
No.
It's acidic.
That's
Actually,
sad.
there's a chemical in pineapple that erodes taste buds for everyone. Like it erodes it's acid. There's acid in pineapple.
I get it.
And-
there is
and most
acid in it.
citrus. But I am susceptible, like extra susceptible to the acid, and it like
Really?
it like burns my skin more than most people.
Cottage cheese with
And-
fish wired?
Maybe actually like lox and cottage cheese I could see.
Ooh, God, lox. Oh, God, I
Yeah.
fuck with the lox, though.
I can mess with lox.
This is how I mess with the lox. On a bagel with cream cheese, little red
Yep.
onion, and some capers. Oh.
Yep, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Ellie, see, I knew we were besties, but you didn't know yet.
No, sorry, my bestie's Seth.
Okay, that's cool with me.
Can't.
I understand why you say
Only
that.
because it annoys him when I say that.
Which I don't know where he is, but okay, well,
Seth, where you at?
he might be lurking, but
I'm calling you out.
Calling
I
you
would. I
out.
don't call out lurkers, but I'm gonna call out you if you're lurking.
DeBall, speaking of Sonic, oh how dare you, DeBall, dropping links. Oh, that's a tight one. I like it. Cottage cheese. Everyone here is feeling the cottage cheese, which I'm pumped
People
about.
are like, "Oh, it's gross because it's curdled milk." Like, you know what else
Well,
is
it
curdled
is.
milk? Cheese.
Yeah. And you know what else is curdled milk? Is milk.
Cheese is just extra curdled. Cottage cheese is the way.
Bromealy.
It's like it's just less. Cottage cheese is just.
I'm
simple.
not. Oh, Dusty, you don't mess with the cottage cheese? That's cool.
Dusty. He just lost like 10 cool points.
Ooh. Yeah, what do you think about this? I just like cottage cheese sometimes with like pepper, like tons of pepper on it. That's
Yeah,
bomb.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? You
I
gotta
kind
try
of
that.
prefer my cottage cheese sweet to.
I get that
to
too,
savory.
but I don't know why.
Also, DeBall, did you just graduate?
Yes, he did. If I could put
Damn.
him. Bromelian
Cries in
is
Vietnamese.
what messes with your teeth. Oh,
I didn't say I hate you. I said you're losing 10 cool points. Don't worry, everyone starts with like 1,000.
Ellie hates me now. Cries in Vietnamese. It's alright.
But damn, good job, DeBall.
She'll like you if you cry in Filipino. That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. Give
But
that
good
one
job,
a try,
DeBall.
Dusty.
I'm proud of you.
I know, DeBall's the legend. He's the GOAT. All time.
Got a
Dang.
smart boy in here.
Oh, yeah, no, DeBall's the legend. That's quote 1, Ellie. Did you know that? The very first quote on the channel ever. I can't even spell. I can't type or spell. This is going great. There it is. Bam.
Mm-hmm. Okay, question. What
Yes.
motto do you go by in life?
I mean, I think I say it at the end of every stream, basically, right? Face your challenges head on. Work hard at whatever it is you do. Never give up. Treat each other well. Treat yourself well.
It's
But
a good motto.
yeah. Well, or are you looking for kind of more of like a quote, little something more, a little more concise?
Maybe a little more concise. Just a little bit.
Motto. I mean, I guess if I was going to be pretty broad, I would go with maybe like, I don't know. I want to say like honesty is the best policy. That might be a little, might be a little square on the edges, but you know. What up, Delirium? How's it going this evening?
Wait, the ball is smart now.
Yo, you guys better never underestimate the ball. Never, ever.
My motto is based on mental health.
Mm.
And it's anything worth doing is worth doing halfway.
Ellie, that is so you.
It is. 'Cause,
And that's not how that quote goes, by the way.
it is.
It is.
for me.
Okay. Yo, doing well,
It
Delirium.
is for me.
Thank you. How you doing this evening? Welcome.
Because, so there's
Have I
a lot
seen
of
you around here
times
before,
where
Delirium? Please
I'm gonna
forgive
be a
me
little
if-
sad. I've had a lot of eating disorders in my past. And
Okay.
there were days where it just felt impossible to finish a meal. Like, I could not finish a meal. So I would just eat as much as I could because eating some of it was better than not eating anything.
I
And then I
understand.
kept doing the other stuff, and I was like, okay, I can't get out of the house today, but I'm at least gonna do some chores. You know?
Okay, hell yeah, Delirium. Hell yeah. Oh, we got
So,
Ellie Pop
Because
in the
if
Discord
it's
now.
something that's important
Please
to do,
give her a follow. She's super awesome.
and you don't think you
amazing.
can finish it, doing part
The
of
ball.
it is
Shout
better
out
than
for
doing none
Ellie
of it.
Pop if you don't mind, please.
Doing something halfway is always better than not doing it at all. Unless it's
I
like
actually
murder.
agree with you.
Because that's not
Wow,
good.
Ellie. Actually, it would be
halfway
better.
murder might
It
be-
would be better.
Halfway murder might be worse.
Because then no one dies. Oh my god,
But you
Ellie.
would still be going to jail.
I actually, like, when you first said that, I'm like, nah. Because the quote, right, is anything worth doing is worth doing well. Right?
Nah, mine's different.
I know yours is different. And at
Mine's
first when you said that, I was like, you know, I don't know about that, but I actually understand and I respect it. And I actually believe you're right. Because a lot of times people will get bogged down in, well, if I can't do this or finish it, like, why start? You know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, I messed up bad right here, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so they'll never even give it a shot.
Yeah.
Which is too sad. So I appreciate that you have a lot of interest.
Oh, you're cutting out on Discord.
Oh, whoops, sorry, because my camera's fucking. How about now? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't read the full title because console app is dumb. Oh, okay, Wired. Got you. And I'm a sister, bro. Okay, Delirium, my bad.
Hello, baby.
Delirium, appreciate it. But yeah, I think, but listen, don't let that stop you from accomplishing your goals and doing things till the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's cool you live by that, but same point, there's certain things you need to see through. Don't
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah, it's not a you should do everything halfway.
Okay.
It's a if this is physically impossible for you to do, don't just not do it.
I like that, yeah.
If you're not capable of running 3 miles, walk 1.
There you go. I love it.
If you have a broken leg, maybe don't walk in it that much. But
still, go do the things you need to do.
yeah, like if if you have a project and you know for sure that you will not be able to finish it, one, contact your teacher and be like, yo, okay, so there are overwhelming circumstances and there is no way I'm going to finish this. And if you can't get an extension, at least pass it in half done, because your teacher will give you at least partial
Some credit. Yeah, totally.
I should know,
I should
because
know.
that's my job.
Oh, wait.
I always prefer people passing in their product like half done than
You're a
not
teacher,
doing
huh?
it at all, because hun, I have to give you a 0 if you don't pass it in, but if you
Hun.
pass it done half in, I can at least give you like part.
Ellie, you're the coolest teacher.
No, I don't. A 0 will fuck up your average.
Oh, yeah.
It will fuck it up.
Fuck it
Like
up.
20% is better than 0.
Ellie, that's tight. Yeah, I like it. Yes. Yes. I
It
forget.
also deters people from not doing their work.
Yeah. I forget sometimes I'm talking to the legend. You know, sometimes, and forgive me if I'm ever preaching to the choir or anything, you know, like, I'm just, you know, sometimes I feel like, you know, I want to pass on a little knowledge, and you already know about this stuff, but sometimes I just don't want it to go unsaid, you know?
Of course.
100 plus 100 cool points to Ellie for being a sick teacher.
Yeah, I'm always for do your best, but if your best isn't as good as someone else's, that doesn't mean you should not do it at all.
Absolutely.
Like, you ain't gonna be no Michelangelo when you're drawing.
I
But
mean,
still draw.
some could.
Oh man, if you're Michelangelo, hit me up.
Hit me up. I mean, we're talking right now.
You're Michelangelo?
Just kidding.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. Really, really, really cool fun fact.
Yeah, people don't like swallowing their pride. They're like, okay. Thing that a lot of students do is they would rather pass it in the next day, but get a little more work done on it. And I'm like, okay, you're still gonna get a deduction for passing it in late. You might as well pass it in on time, get the point, because 10% is it being on time.
You don't have
You know?
you don't have any empathy though for like the ones that
Oh,
say
I
like,
got it.
look, I don't want to.
I need to get this done. I am totally fine with you passing in part of it and then passing in the other part later. At least you'll get the points for being on time if you pass in part of it now. And then I can add in points later.
Oh.
I'm totally good with extra credit.
Oh. Okay.
Honestly, if you got a 70 on something and you just did it again and passed it in again, I would give you the points.
No
Like,
shit.
I would give you extra credit for that.
Damn, you're
You
super
put in extra
cool.
effort. I don't care about how well you did it. You put in the effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That I respect that so much. I wish more teachers and instructors were like
Unless
that.
I can tell that you half-assed it.
Right.
Because I ain't for that.
Yeah.
Like, if I know you can do better, then I'm not gonna be like, oh, you put an effort. Like, I know what you can do.
I know what
Don't
you
you lie to me.
So, I mean, and you don't have to share if you don't want to, but like, what level are we talking about here of school?
Oh, 9 to 12.
Okay. 9
Not
to 12
years old.
Great. Okay.
Great.
And
9
it's
to 12.
art. And it's art.
Music.
Music.
I can't
I'm
do
sorry.
art.
I'm sorry. Music. So when you're talking
I've
about
been
a
doing art less
project,
time than they have. Project is usually passing in scales, passing in like a song or history about music.
Ooh, music history. Ooh, I had a great music history class in college, but the instructor had a really bad stutter, and it kind of caused some issues, I feel like, in my learning process. I mean, you could imagine, right? Like, I wish I had a teacher like Ellie. Might not have made the past the 5th grade. Oh my god. Damn, Ellie, that's so
I've-
cool.
I have some students who obviously aren't the best at music, but they're good at something else. Like, usually there's someone who's like a poet, but they took music because they had to.
That would lend itself perfectly, don't you
And
think?
so, even if their music isn't that bad, is pretty bad, then they would like, I'd say, okay, so I know that you're not as inclined in music as the other students are. But I'll give you an extra 20% if you pass in lyrics for this song, because no
There
one
you
else
go.
is doing lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, cool, here.
Yeah. That's you're the coolest teacher. Oh my
Copy for
god.
class and missed the final project date by like 3 weeks. Yo, dude, you didn't do the final project. Oh, the ball.
Oh,
The
the
ball.
ball. So, wow. So, where do you get the curriculum? Like, is it already like already set up by the?
There is a basic provincial curriculum, and then teachers can like add stuff on.
That's so cool. Dang, Ellie, you're really doing it out there. So,
Not right now. Right now, I'm on medical leave at home.
oh, okay, got you.
It's chill.
It's chill, huh? Okay, good,
It's chill.
good.
I've been doing a lot more art.
I love it. Oh yeah.
Been making it up with
Wonderful.
extra commissions.
Good,
Bad
good,
commissions.
good.
I'm so. Although Mother's Day is apparently a really good time for people to want flowers.
Oh my god.
Because what's better than getting a bouquet on Mother's Day? A forever bouquet.
A forever
Like,
bouquet that's
a
not gonna
picture
freaking
of
die in like 2 weeks.
It's not gonna die.
Dang, Ellie! How
Man,
come-
I did a project like that in like the 2nd grade where we cut out our hands and then we passed them in to our mothers on Mother's Day, and it was like, it was some dumb poem about flowers only don't last forever, but this forever bouquet will.
That's tight.
And it was just pictures of our hands on stems. It was just hands on stems.
Hey, that kind of might resemble a turkey flower.
It was like a turkey flower. It was a turkey flower.
Someone
I
posted on
actually
Reddit.
can't remember what the poem was. I might be able to remember it in French, but my teachers didn't care about me being deaf epileptic. Oh gosh, that would be a mess. Teachers don't really, a lot of the time, like. There's usually a separate program for people that
Yeah.
have difficulties in class.
Yeah.
And I feel you on 2 of those. I mean, I don't have autism, but the deaf and epileptic thing, I can relate.
Oh, guys. I know. Well, I mean, there should be some consideration, but yeah, if it's, I mean, that's the thing about it, I guess. I don't know who makes that call, probably closer to the parents, but yeah, if they decide
Usually
to...
the parents are supposed to sign them up for a special
Yeah.
education program. And a lot of the time they don't go to, like, actual classes. They would go with a TA and do separate classes.
But I'm sure you would give some consideration. Like, of course, the whole thing is that you want a level playing field for
Like,
everybody, but same point, like...
Specifically, what I do know is students that have, what's it called, ADHD, get extra time on tests. And they're usually put in a separate room to avoid cheating with the extra time. Where, like, if normal students got an hour to finish an exam, they would get 2.
Interesting.
And they just have to go to a different room that was specifically for people who needed extra time. And they wouldn't, like, get answers from TAs, but TAs would, like, help them with the words, or the dyslexic. Yeah.
That's good.
Now,
That's good.
so they're putting a lot more consideration to people with disabilities in, at least Canada and the States. They're putting more emphasis on it than they used to.
I
Like,
think that's
fuck,
good.
I had problems.
Okay, bro. I mean,
But
you have to...
the teachers felt bad for me and just gave me really good grades.
Oh.
So I ended
Well-
school with an 100 average in every class. But that's
Oh
more
my
because
God.
I'm an Asian tryhard. But
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's not just that they gave it to you. I'm sure that they saw the effort.
It sure
there, and that's
helped.
why. Well, yeah, but
yeah, sure.
but they see the effort
Because I know
you
there
put
was a
in.
lot of shit I didn't finish on time.
I'm sure, but it
They're
is
like,
that try hard.
You have a really good excuse.
They see you're trying, and so
Like, you got a real good excuse.
got real
Oh,
good excuse.
God, I had a teacher say she talked loud enough and the principal say I faked a seizure.
That's fucking disgusting,
Oh my-
Wired.
That is...
I'm sorry
I've had...
to hear about that, Wired.
That is awful.
That's some bullshit. How the fuck?
It
How would
really
they
is.
know? Oh
I was on
yeah.
the,
Oh yeah.
like, the first aid team in school.
Mm.
And it was, like, every time someone would have a seizure, they'd call in someone from the team. In case they needed an ambulance or something.
Sure.
And we, like, knew first aid really well. Lifeguarding. And yeah, we had a lot of teachers who. There was one teacher I remember who had multiple students that didn't necessarily have epilepsy, but they did have seizures. And I think the teacher thought that the students were messing with him because he had he had more than most teachers normally would. He thought that it was a joke that so many students were having seizures in his class. So he just stopped calling the first aid team to come in.
Oh no, that's not okay.
I'm like, bro.
That's
And
not okay.
And there was usually a person in each class who knew how to deal with people passing out, knew how to put them in recovery position and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this teacher would just say the exact wrong thing. Like, be like, okay, make sure you hold their head. I'm like, bruh, no, don't hold their head.
Oh my god. That's
don't
not
hold
only
them down. What are you doing?
Yeah, oh my god.
You're going to break that person.
Not only not doing the basic thing, but telling him to do the wrong thing. That's like...
I don't know if he knew it was the wrong thing, but okay, little PSA for people in stream. If someone's having a seizure, do not hold them down.
Yeah.
Put padding around them.
Okay.
But don't hold them down.
Yeah. Because they
will seriously injure themselves.
Oh no. So
but you put soft things around the neck, sometimes on the limbs, but normally just the head to keep them from injuring themselves. But you don't.
I love it, DeBall. I love it.
The seizure was in front of a teacher that knew what happened, and when she got the principal, he didn't care.
God damn.
Hate people like that. I hate when people are like, "Oh, you must be faking it." I'm like, some people maybe, but you cannot assume.
No.
You have. Even if you don't think it's real, you still have to treat it as if it is, 'cause that could seriously kill someone.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a life and death right there. Wow.
Terrible people.
Unbelievable. Well, I don't know. I guess, obviously they must have sort of their ulterior motives or something, but...
fuck, shit's going down in Game of Thrones. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
We're about to wrap up, I think, if you want to get to it. But
no, I'm gonna watch tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow. All right, Ellie. Well, I think we are gonna wrap up pretty quick, but gosh, we could keep going. I'm pretty sure we could go all night, but it was a lot of fun. I'm gonna definitely have you back on one of these Sundays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could go. We could talk forever. It's so good.
I have a problem with stopping talking.
I love it. It's perfect. Well. I think basically we have a fair bit of common interests, and obviously, the artwork and things like this, food, it's all good. It's all gold. So it's been a lot of fun, but yeah, gotta go say goodnight to Graham, and then probably throw on. We're definitely gonna throw on some Rocket League with DeBall. So,
I love Rocket League.
yeah, do you have it on your PC or?
I don't think I have it downloaded.
Okay. Well, you can enjoy watching then.
Whoa, it's been 2 hours. What the heck?
I know. I'm saying, isn't that amazing?
I didn't even notice.
It was a lot of fun, Ellie. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on kind of last minute. And making the time for him missing Game of Thrones. I hope you can get to it.
Any day you can't find a guest.
Oh, for sure. Oh, gosh, I appreciate it. Yeah, no doubt. And, shoot, you can pop in. If it's, 1 week where we're doing, it's I just have, sit back in, have you pop in, if you want. Be great. More the merrier, Oh my god, DeBall. Cool. Well, I'm gonna pop out real quick, and thank you once again, Ellie. Shout out one more time, please, DeBall, for Ellie Pop. Go give her a follow. Show some support, because she took the time to hang out with us and give us some super dope conversations, so I'm super grateful. Alright. Cool. Thank you again, Ellie.